Hello and welcome to New Distributor Orientation. I am Jared Crebs here in San Antonio, Texas. How do you guys like my tree? I'm all set up here for Christmas. We have our house is actually a mess. We have stuff everywhere. We've been decorating and we haven't put away all the boxes yet, but you're not going to see those boxes. All right. So this New Distributor Orientation is a new training that I want to test out on y'all. And I think it's really, really good. It's something that we got from Jeremy Stansfield and his training organization back in the day. It's called Getting Started Right Training. And it's all about simplicity, because if it's simple, it will duplicate. And if it will duplicate, then it'll be successful. And so that's what this is all about. So we're going to talk about 4 quadrants today. Number 1 is what to expect. Number 2 is the system. Number 3 is the comp plan and your first goal. And number 4 is to prepare for your first hour training. Now that's for someone who's new. But if you're not new, you still need to work your business and do power hours. Okay. So that's kind of what we would consider the first hour training, is like the first power hour where we take action together. All right. So what to expect? We're going to talk about the 7 skills that you need to develop to be successful in this type of business. You've got to learn how to find prospects. That can come from social media, that can come from people you meet in public, or all of the above. You've got to find prospects. It's a skill. You have to learn how to do that. And there's books and trainings on how to find prospects. Then after you're good at that, you have to learn how to invite them. Okay. And there's different ways to invite people who are your family versus inviting people who's a stranger. Then you got to present to them, and you can present to them with a Zoom presentation, or a presentation call with a 5-minute video, which is what I like to do. Then there's a follow-up, which is follow-up and close is pretty much the same thing. I would say you're usually following up and closing. You follow up until you close. So that could almost be the same skill, follow up and closing. Getting people started right is really important. That's what this training is about. Plug them into these Tuesday calls, and then promoting events. And that's, guys, we have GoPro coming up this weekend. This is going to be an awesome event. I actually have 2 tickets left. If anyone wants a ticket at $97, let me know. The ticket right now is $297. So it's a good deal, but it's not just about the deal. What the events do is they get people to see the vision. At the end of the day, let me just put it to you this way. You want to sign up associates? Talk about vision. Talk about how much fun they're going to have. Talk about all the people they're going to meet. Talk about the people you're going to introduce them to. Talk about traveling places. If you do that, then you are going to get people wanting to be associates. Okay, because you're casting a vision. And you know what? That's what promoting events does. Promoting events casts a vision of what their life can be like. Okay, so that does the work for you. All right. So to be in your mentor's top 5, when you're whoever invited you is your mentor. And if you're in their top 5, you should consider yourself very lucky, because they're going to be talking to you every day and giving you simple assignments, daily check-in calls, following see one, do one, teach one on the 7 skills. And the goal is for you to become completely independent and mentor your own associates. Okay, so that's what this is all about. You've got to learn the skills so that you can mentor other people. All right. So now take advantage of the time with your mentor while you can, because they're not going to be available forever. All right. So like if you're call your mentor and let them know what's going on. Depending on the person, it takes 2 to 6 months to become independent. So that's the goal. We want you to become independent so you can do the presentation without your mentor, and you can lead the show and you can mentor other people. That has to happen. So in order to get to where you want to go, you've got to be willing, coachable, and hungry. Okay. These are the 3 things that you can have right now, whether you have any skill or not. As long as you're willing, coachable, and hungry, you can be successful. And if you're not willing, coachable, and hungry, if you're missing any one of those 3, then you're not going to make it. There's people that are very coachable, but they're not hungry enough, right? Or there's people that are super hungry, but they're not willing to do the work. You've got to have all 3. If you have all 3, you will be unstoppable. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. What is your why? Okay. So why are you doing this business? What is your motivation? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about, I want to talk to you about leadership and financial thermostat. You have to have a personal growth and development plan. You can't just be like showing up and not reading books. You got to read at least 10 minutes a day on leadership and 10 minutes a day on wealth, financial thermostat mindset. You have a financial thermostat, and it's just like the thermostat in your house. Everyone type in the chat. If it gets too hot, what does the thermostat do in your house? If it gets too hot, type in the chat. What happens? What about if it gets too cold? What happens? What does the thermostat do? Goes up, adjusts the temperatures. That's right. That's right. So guess what, guys and gals? Your financial mindset has a thermostat. And if you make way more money than your thermostat is used to, you're going to figure out a way to lose it. Or you're going to figure out a way to never attract good associates, because your financial thermostat is set to this much money and you're used to this much money, and you say you want to make this much money, but you haven't done the work. Okay. So write this down. 10 minutes a day. I want you guys to read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. 10 minutes a day, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Babe, could you go get my book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind? Crystal's in the kitchen. She's cooking. She's so wonderful. All right. Oh, everyone look at Helen McCullough. She's got it there. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It's in the office. And the leadership book too, babe, if you could. So you got to spend 10 minutes a day reading on leadership, on your mindset. And then you have to spend 10 minutes a day working on leadership, developing the leaders around you. Leadership is not a science. It's an art. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Shirley, look at Shirley. Everyone look at Shirley. Developing the leader within you and developing the leaders around you. Okay. So listen to me, guys and gals. Leadership is an art, not a science. I'm here to teach you the science today, right? We're talking about we're talking about science, like the technical stuff of USANA, but that has nothing to do with leadership. This is what's going to grow your business. Reading John Maxwell 10 minutes a day. So you have to commit for the rest of your life for 10 minutes a day of your wealth mindset and 10 minutes a day of leadership development. It's a lifetime journey. You've got to teach your teams to read on these two topics and change how they think. You want to teach your teams how to present? They don't care. They're not going to do it. They need to learn how to think, and then they'll work their face off. You follow? So you starts with you. You got to get these two books and start reading them 10 minutes a day. And it's just your job. You're going to become a better leader, and a better leader, you have to take notes, be an active learner. All right. So when I talk about your why here, I'm saying this is how you're going to get there. Okay. This is why you're reading those books. Okay. So you got to know your why, because it's 80% of the reason why you're doing this. The how's only 20%. Your dreams are outside of your comfort zone. And that's why you got to read books too, because it's outside of your comfort zone. By the way, audiobooks don't count. So if you like audiobooks, I'm sorry, they don't count, because you can be reading an audiobook and then you're like driving and then something happens and you miss something. Like when I'm talking about active reading. Now you can listen to audiobooks. Audiobooks are good. Still, I want you to do audiobooks, but that don't replace your reading. You didn't do your job if you didn't do your reading. Okay. So now we've talked about mindset and we've really talked about the foundation here, but now the simple assignments. So prospecting a number of people a day, doing a number of presentation goals, follow up with a number of people a day, watching recommended trainings. Okay. So another story. I have Owie Moreno. I don't know if he's on this call, but he's Adrian's first associate. I said, Owie, I want you to get one person on a call today. That was his assignment. I want you to get one person on a call today. And then he did it. And we just finished a presentation right before this call. So when you're leading your team, you got to make it very simple. You know what I said to him? Bro, you did so good. I want you to do one of those every day. Tomorrow, Let's talk again. I want you to think tonight and one more tomorrow. So that is the art of it, right? And every associate's different. I can't give you an exact science because it's an art. You have to know your person. All right. But you got to give assignments. Okay. So now let's talk about system, making money, having fun, and serving others. Okay. So this is like the next part of our training. Okay. So our system, basically, when you start in the US market, you had a startup pack, and in the Philippines market, you had a different startup pack, but basically it's a product variety. And you got 3 business centers that give you 156,000 a year income potential. Now, I know we have people from the Philippines on here. You guys can have 1 business center or 3 business centers. So it's a little different for the Philippines market, but ultimately, Filipino friends, you need to get 3 business centers. You guys know you got to get to the 400. Is it 450 or 400 points? How does it work for you guys? 400?
400 to 500.
Okay. So 400, right? Okay. So if you start with 1 business center, that's okay, but you need to get to 3 business centers. It's very important. If you're in the US market, you started off with that immediately. But this is what happened. You bought products and you got 3 business centers. Like you say, what the heck happened? I signed up. What happened? This is what happened. Okay. You bought a business, you bought an online business, and you got products. Okay. That's what happened. And your business is valued at 156,000 a year. That's the most your business can earn with your 3 business centers. Actually, you can earn more with leadership bonus, but let's just keep it simple for the moment. Okay. So this is what you bought. Look at this. This is your ID number in the system. You have a tree. Okay. You need to develop an organization. So here's the thing you guys got to understand. USANA pays you weekly. Your business is active for 4 weeks from your enrollment date. Susanna Berger, she's a new associate on here. Hello, Susanna. Good to see you. Susanna signed up on a Friday. That was the end of the first pay period. And then 3 more pay periods went by and her auto order came back around. And then she had to do her order again. Okay. So what happens is your business is active for 4 paychecks. And then you have to do your personal volume requirement again. Okay. So to keep your business active, you must generate 100 or 200 points of personal volume to stay active for another 4 weeks or 4 more paychecks. All right. So again, it's let's make you as much money as we can and these 4 paychecks. And then you do your personal volume requirement again. Okay. Now you have some options for your personal volume requirement. You could buy the product for your own personal use and maintain your health and keep your business active at the same time. That's what I do. You see this booster C? I just took it. That is part of my personal volume. I buy products for me and Crystal, and our business stays open. Another option you have is you could enroll preferred customers to achieve your personal volume. So if you're having like money is an issue, you could actually you could enroll preferred customers to cover your auto order. Okay. So your choice. Now, the benefits of personal volume. Here's the benefits. Your business is active for weekly commissions. If you do this, you are going to be a product of the product and maintain your health. You're going to buy from your own business instead of stores. And it's tax deductible. And guess what? You can use it for Christmas presents. I give USANA to like a lot of my family, and it keeps my personal volume requirement. I actually buy a lot more than the personal volume requirement at this point. And he knows what I'm talking about. If you have a family, you're buying way more than 200 points. Heck, I probably consume 400 or 500 points just myself at this point. Okay, so you guys with me? Okay, so now you can actually put your personal volume requirement on an auto order, and that's the most simple way to maintain your personal volume requirement. So you set it up on a 4-week cycle. It maintains your business and your health. You can change your products at any time. Okay. You get a 10% discount. I think that's not in all markets though. Does the Philippines get a 10% discount? You guys should unmute and let me know.
We get 20, Jared.
Oh, 20. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, Filipinos, you get it better.
Ah, sorry,
Get your
sorry. We
PV.
get sorry, we get 10% on auto order. Sorry.
Oh,
20 on
10% on auto.
initial and then yeah,
Okay.
20 on initial and then 10% on
10.
auto order.
Okay. So 10% on order. Okay. Thank you, honey. You also, do you get free shipping over $200 in the Philippines
Over
for
hundred
associates?
dollar. Mm, I
Or,
think yeah, on 500 points. I think 400 to 500 points.
okay. So not on
Free
the auto
shipping.
order then. You don't get free shipping on the auto order. Okay. So this is the auto order. Okay. So we're talking about your 4-week cycle auto order. Um, but that's okay, Filipino team, because you can still have duplication. You can still build residual income. And 90%, 99% of associates earning commissions are on auto order. Okay. So Adrian Vieira, you've stayed on auto order. You've always gotten your 200-point auto order. And now you have over 4,000 points on one side of your business. I'm so proud of you, man, because you stayed on your auto order. Okay. So stay on your auto order, guys. Now, let me explain to you the difference between 100 and 200-point auto order. Okay. So with 100-point auto order, okay, if you have 8,000 points total, like 4,000 left, 4,000 right, you have 8,000 points total. You make an $800 check. So it's 10%, right? And you get that by doing your 100-point auto order, like if you buy a health pack. But if you do 200-point auto order, look at this, the same 8,000 points come up. You make $400 checks on the bottom business centers. You make the same $800 check on the top business center. Your income is $1,600 and it's a 20% payout. So you're getting double, you're making double the money on a 200-point auto order. So it's definitely way better financially. Now, with one business center, the most you can make on a 100-point auto order is $1,000 a week. That's the most that you can, like, this is the max out of your business center. 5,000 left, 5,000 right. Okay. But on 200-point auto order, oh yeah, I'm sorry. So there you go. 52,000 a year US. And you maintain that by buying your health pack for $130. You buy that health pack once a month, and now your business is open. You can make 52,000 a year with one business center. Okay. Now with 3 business centers active, you can make triple the money because you can max out the bottom 2 business centers. The points flow up and max out the top business center. You can make 3,000 a week or 156,000 a year. And you maintain that by doing a 200-point auto order every 4 weeks. So one example is the Shake It Up pack. You do that every 4 weeks, and that keeps your business commission eligible. Okay. And then that at 1,000 a week. When you're maxing out one business center at 1,000 a week, you get $175 bonus every week. And if you add that up over 52 weeks, that's like a $10,000 bonus for the year US. Now, when you maximize 2 business centers, you're getting a $500 bonus per week. So $25,000 bonus for the year. Okay. So that's a really good bonus. Most people just get paid one time. Most people don't get a Christmas, a bonus. Do you guys get a bonus at your job, like a Christmas bonus? Okay. So this is really good bonuses. These are weekly bonuses. When you get to Emerald, you're maximizing 3 business centers. Look at your weekly bonus, $1,000 a week bonus. So your bonus is 52,000 a year. You're making 4,000 a week. You're making 200,000 a year US. Okay. So your leadership bonus gets big. Watch this. You hit diamond, you maximize 4 business centers regularly. Your bonus is 1,750 US. Your bonus is almost 6 figures. That's per week. You're making almost 6,000 a week. Okay. When you get to 1-star diamond, you're making 5,000 a week in your commissions. Look at this. Your bonus is 2,600 a week. Just the bonus is over 6 figures. When you're at 2-star diamond, look how the bonus keeps getting bigger. 3,600 a week. 3-star diamond, your bonus is almost 5,000 a week. 4-star, 5-star diamond. We have a 5-star diamond who's coming over to our house to watch GoPro, Brian Penrod. His weekly bonus, $7,800 a week on top of a $9,000 commission. $16,000 a week, guys. Okay. So we're talking about like $500,000 a year here, or over at, $750,000. Right. So that, like, there's big money in this. 6-star, 7-star. Look at it, 7-star. The bonus becomes bigger than the weekly commission at 7-star. Your bonus is bigger. 8-star. Look at now, the bonus keeps getting bigger. It's amazing, right? So this is what you got to learn. And this is what you got to build towards. This is why USANA is a career. This is why I made USANA my career, because you can make more than if you were a doctor or surgeon, right? You can make way more than if you went to college and you got a job in corporate America, and you get freedom. You get to help people. You get to create leaders. You get to grow as a person. I mean, look, this USANA business is worth your all. You have to give it your all. Even if you're just like working part-time, you have a job, you have life, you have a family, you need to give this your all part-time. And if you give it your all, you're going to eventually get it to full-time. Okay. But you've got to work it. You've got to read. You've got to do the things. You have to have the vision. And the most important thing, if you want associates, is you got to talk vision. Like I said at the beginning, you have to talk to them about how cool their life can be. Okay. So let's keep going. All right. So now let's compare USANA to a traditional business. Like if you started a McDonald's franchise, you would have to save up $1 million. And then every month you're going to have to spend $25,000 to keep your McDonald's franchise open. And you're going to have to pay employees, and you might even have to work at your McDonald's if the employees don't show up. Okay. And you have to babysit employees. And that's what you have to do if you want to own a McDonald's. You want to start a Subway business, Subway franchise? You're gonna have to save up $200,000 to start your Subway, or you have to take a loan. And then to stay active in your Subway franchise, to make all the sandwiches, you're going to have to pay $12,000 a month for the electricity and everything else. You want to be a realtor? You're going to have to take all these classes, $2,500 worth of classes. You're going to have to learn real estate. And then to stay active, you're going to have to pay broker fees of around $500 a month. Not to mention any advertising fees and driving all over town. And you don't have the same income potential as a realtor as you do with USANA. Check out USANA. It's ridiculous. Our cheapest package is $280 US. Our biggest package is $1,200. I mean, that's nothing compared to any of these. And to stay active, it's only 100 or 200 personal volume points every 4 weeks. That's a joke, guys. So I hope you can appreciate the value of your USANA business, because this is like really, really awesome compared to other businesses where you're more. The other additional benefits that you get from a USANA business is coaching and mentoring, right? Like being around other people and being a coach and mentor yourself. This is a very, very big part of the business that's very rewarding. You get to grow your skills. You get to become a better person. You get to become a better leader. You get to become a better husband, better wife, better boyfriend, better girlfriend. You get to become a better communicator. Okay, you're going to grow as a person. You get to follow a proven system. We have these trainings Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Plus, we have a great system of scripts. You get to write this off on your taxes. You get to have teamwork and a supportive community. And you get personal growth around your goals, planning, motivation, creativity, vision, development, strategy, and learning. So you get so many benefits. Now let's go to the third quadrant of today's training, which is the comp plan. So, and your goal. Okay, so, before we talk about that, there's this thing called extra personal orders beyond auto order. Okay, so you guys know when you buy your auto order, like let's say you bought your 200 points, okay? And then you need more stuff, like you need extra stuff. Well, you can actually put that down in your tree and get paid on the extra stuff. So let's talk about those extra, because these would be considered extra orders. They're not part of your personal volume requirement. Okay. So let me talk to you about what this is. You can place extra personal orders in your tree and get paid from them. Like, let's say you want to have like Christmas gifts and you want to buy extra product for Christmas. Okay, if you have one business center active, then you can put your extra personal volume on the right side or the left side of BC1 and make you more paychecks. You can increase your paychecks. That's if you have one active business center. If you have multiple active business centers, then you can put your extra personal volume down here at the bottom, and the volume is going to flow up and it will pay you on business center 3 here in this example, and it'll flow up and pay you on business center 1. Okay, so if you have multiple active business centers, you need to make sure that you're placing your extra personal volume down here on the small side of BC2 or on the small side of BC3. Okay, now if this is confusing to you, contact your mentor so they can help you. But this is when you're ready to order extra stuff. Okay, so make sure you're ready for that. Okay, so extra personal volume. Preferred customer placement. Always place PCs in BC2 or BC3. So when you're signing up customers, okay, if you have customers that don't want to work the business and you have one active, you only have one business center active, you're at 100 points, you still place the preferred customers down here on BC2, even though BC2 is turned off. Look, it's grayed out. You still want to have the preferred customers down here, because later on, when you turn on business centers 2 and 3, then now once you turn them on, the preferred customers will already be in the right place so that you can get paid on them. So don't make the mistake of preferred customers up here on BC1. Always make sure they're at the lowest point of your business. Now, if you have multiple active business centers, then you, of course, obviously put the preferred customers down at the lowest point. Make sure you're always looking and putting them down there, because again, the volume will flow up and pay you on business center 2 and business center 1, or business center 3 and business center 1. Okay. So you guys, everyone clear on that? If you have questions, make sure you type it in the chat. Type in, I have questions. Lyra May says, oh, wow, I've been placing my PCs on BC1. Thanks for this, Jared. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Lyra May. And you can actually call USANA and you can be like, USANA, I didn't know. Can you please move them? And they should move them for you. They might charge you like $10 or something to move them down. But yeah, so make sure you call your customer service team and they can move your preferred customers for you as well. All right. So you got this. That's right. So now your first goal as a new rep. All right. So I'm going to call out the new reps. If you're new, type in new in the chat right now. Who's new? I know that Gabriel is new. I know that Pete is new still, newish. Pete still needs to finish this. And Susanna is new. I know for sure you 3 are new. Emily is new. Okay. So Emily, listen here. Your goal is to enroll 4 or more associates or customers and 1,600 points collectively within your first 56 days of enrollment. All right. Now, there's also when you do that, you're going to receive a 15% lifetime matching bonus from all the Premier Platinums that you sponsor in your USANA career. All right. So that's a big bonus. If you sponsored me and I'm a 6-figure earner, you're getting 15,000 a year from me because you sponsored me and I became a leader. Okay. So this bonus is worth it. So make sure you get it done. Now there's a halfway point called Premier Pace Setter where you enroll 2 or more in 800 points collectively within your first 56 days. Pete Reyna just got this done. Congratulations to you, Pete. You've made the halfway point. You can still upgrade to the full platinum as well. And we're in the midst of doing that for you. You're going to be receiving a 10% lifetime matching bonus Premier Platinums that you sponsor in your career. But as soon as you get it up to 2 more and 800 more points, then you're going to be at the full 15%. All right. So the whole point of your business is to get people to platinum. You want to know you want to measure the health of your organization. How many new platinums did you have last month? If the answer is 0, you got some work to do. Okay. If the answer is 1, good job. You had a platinum. If the answer is 2, 3, 4, 5 platinums last month, then your goal needs to be 6 platinums this month. Okay. You always want to have more platinums coming in your business and it just become part of your culture. All right. That is how you have a growing business. What does it take to be platinum? You have to be in a certain mode. They call it PPPS mode. Who knows about PPPS mode? That's a mode, right? You're in that mode. Okay. You need people in that mode. And if you don't have that, then you need to, now you know what you need to go get. And you need to get yourself in PPPS mode. Okay. So let's keep going. So focus on Premier Platinum Pacesetter. Your goal is to enroll 4 more and 1,600 points collectively within your first 56 days of enrollment. Now, it's time for us to talk about the compensation plan strategy. This is the power of duplication. What happens when you take a penny and you double it every day for 30 days in a row? By day 5, you've only got 16 cents. By day 10, you only have $5. But by day 20, you have 5,000. Day 30, you have 5 million. That is what you've got to accomplish in your business. You have to learn how to have duplication. Okay. Now, this right here is how it works when you get duplication in each of your 4 legs. Your first goal is to enroll 4. And if you did all 4 at 200 points, then you're going to be making $40 on the bottom centers. The points flow up. You make 80 on the top center. So with 4 basic packs of the small pack, you would make 160 US. Now, next month, they all do their auto order. And guess what? You make the same money because they bought their products again. And now you're making residual 160 a month. That's like having a dividend. That's like having $35,000 of Bitcoin getting 6%. You'd be getting about 160 a month in dividends from your Bitcoin. Okay. So having 4 associates is like owning like half of a Bitcoin. Okay. Like seriously, it's very, very valuable. Now, the second step is to mentor and develop leaders. That's why you have to become an expert at leadership. Now, to do that, you've got to become a great leader and you've got to help these people grow. And you have to help each one of them develop their own 4. And when you do that, and they all did, let's say the small pack, you would get 160 on the bottom centers, 320 on the top centers. So you would make 640 in enrollment packs. Let's say that happened on the 2nd month. And guess what? All of these people would do their auto order the next month. So think about the leverage here. They all do their auto order. And look what you're making. You're making 800 a month residual. That's like if you owned a house and the house was paid off and you were just collecting the rent. Maybe depends on the size of the house, if you have insurance payments and things like that. But this is like quite a dividend. Okay. If you're getting 800 a month residual, this is very, very cool. Okay. Now, the 3rd month, you start to get the team to grow more. You create leaders, developing leaders. 16 people, they all, let's say, did the small pack. And a lot of them are going to do the bigger packs, but we're talking about the small pack just for an example. But look, you'd be making 640 on the lower center and then 1280 on the top center throughout that month. So you're making 2560 a month. And guess what? All these people do their auto order the next month. And so guess what you're making residually? You're making $3,000 a month residual. Okay. Then let's say that all these 16 people, they just produce 1 more person. They don't even duplicate to 32, but they just duplicate to 16. Guess what? You're making in enrollment money 2,500, but then an auto order money, it doubles to 6,000 a month US. Okay. And it grows and grows and grows and grows. And you just build deep and deep and deep and deep and deep. And you become a leader. You create leaders. You help people. Okay. Now, what if they sign up with the entrepreneur pack? Look at this. Look at how the money goes up if they sign up with bigger packs. What if they sign up with the pro pack? They sign up with a bigger pack. Look at how much more money you make. So it's better to sign people up with the bigger packs because they get more products. They have more skin in the game, but let them sign up whatever pack is best for them. Okay. PPPS mode. That's right. So is Cecile on PPS mode? I haven't seen Cecile in the comments. So Cecile, are you on PPPS mode? Type in the chat. Oh, she says yes. Oh, there you are. Okay, good. Let's get it, Cecile. Mila Teresa, PPPS mode. That's right. Pete Reyna, you better type in PPPS mode too. Gabriel Abasta, you better type in PPPS mode. And Susanna Berger, you better type in PPPS mode. All right. So that's right. Let's go. Honey's all excited. Everyone's excited now. All right. So now prepping for your first hour training. So when you're brand new, like Gabriel, what we did was your first hour training. We're going to do the approaches together. We're going to walk you through how the presentation works, and we're going to do the follow-up. That's right. Okay. So when you do the first hour training, you're doing approaches together. But guys, I'll still do it again. You know, I did it already with Gabriel, but Gabriel, we're going to do another phone call where we do more approaches. Susanna, we're going to do another phone call where we do more approaches. Pete, same with you. Like sometimes you got to do approaches together with your team. Sometimes if they already learned it, then they just got to do it without you. And then you do the presentations together. That's right. PPPS mode on. That's right. Pete, Reyna. Okay. Now look, if you want to get down to the core of your business, it's presentations. Presentations equal success. How many presentations have you done this week? Type in the comments. How many even if it's a 0, I don't want you guys to feel ashamed if you got a 0. No one's perfect. But I've done one presentation on my own this week. Okay, I've done one that I did, and I helped 2 people. I helped Oe do one, and I helped Adrian do one. So I did 2 for my team and 1 for myself. Cecile did 2. Shirley did 6. You boss. You're awesome, Shirley. I'm impressed. Okay, so 5, honey, way to go. Okay, you guys need to be getting anywhere from, because of the power hour. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Shirley. Doing a power hour. When is the power hour at, Shirley? Mila did 1. Good job. Maria did 1. Now listen, guys, you've got to have anywhere from 2 to 5 presentations a week. You've got to. Like if you're a part-time business owner, you've got to do presentations. Honey, when are your power hours? Do you have the US times too? Can we join your power hours? That's where you take action together. Okay. But you know what? Measure the amount of presentations that you do. My team is having a whole contest right now in the month of December. We're calling it December to Remember. And anybody who does the most presentations in our team is going to win prizes in December. So it's all about presentations. 7 a.m., 11:30, and 5:30 Philippines time. So can someone do the time conversion on that times, Lyra? And let us know when those are, and the link so we can join you. That's awesome. The fortune is a follow-up. Okay, so always schedule the follow-up. Even if they're interested, they won't call you back. Always schedule the next phone call during the existing call, the exact time, the exact day. Gabriel, you notice that's what we did with you? We always schedule the next call. And Adrian, we did that too. We scheduled the next call today with your new prospect. So can you tell us in Central Time Zone, Lyra? Oh, Annie's telling us there. Every day at 5 p.m., 9:30 p.m., and 3:30 a.m. Central. Thank you, Annie. So guys, you want to take action with our Filipino team? You want to get presentations? Connect with the Filipino team. And what's the link? How can people join the power hour? Is there like a flyer maybe we could put up? Thank you for that, honey, Coach Honey. All right. So to get ready for your first hour training, if you're brand new, if you haven't done one yet, you need to download the USANA apps. You need to subscribe to the groups of your team. This is my team groups. And you need to create a list of 20 or more, but don't text them yet. Okay. So, and by the way, I'd love to join your power hour and collaborate with you guys as well. I saw someone asked about that. We can talk about that after GoPro, Shirley. Okay, go to your app store and download. So you need to make sure you download the Mobile Hub app, the USANA Customer Connect app. Okay, you need these two apps. If you don't have them, you need to get them. And you need to log in with your ID number, and your password should be USANA123. That's what I create for my team. But you guys can, if you can't do if you don't know your password, you can do a password reset. USANA's customer service line is 888-950-9595. And in the Philippines, I'm sure you guys know whatever that number is. Type it in the chat. What is the phone number to call from the Philippines? Because you guys got to know your customer service number. I call this number every single day of my life, Monday through Friday. Thank goodness they're closed on the weekends, or I'd probably call them every single 7 days a week. Okay, so I'm not really using the link list right now. Okay, so experts say that 2,000 people by the age of 18. Never pre-qualify. You miss one person, you miss their entire circle of influence. Be ready to invite 20 people via text with your mentor guiding you through the first hour training. Don't text them yet. All right. So when you're brand new, be ready to invite 20 people, and don't worry about anything. Let your mentor just sit there by next to you and do it with you while you're on Zoom or on a phone call. And there's the number right there, 888-8858-4500. That's the number in Philippines. So your first hour training tips: be ready to have fun. Keep in mind that you're serving others by giving life-changing info about USANA. Your mentor is going to be guiding you step by step and taking action with you. You are in great hands. When I mentor my new people, I'm with them on Zoom, and I'm like, okay, let's text people. All right, who are you texting first? Here's the copy paste. Adrian Vieira, how many times have I sent you something to copy paste? Pete Reyna. Sometimes it's not all on Zoom either. Sometimes it's just on a phone call. I'll be on the phone with them. They'll be texting. We'll be going back and forth. Okay. So that's how you develop your team members. And then once they start to learn the basics, then the only thing left to develop is their mindset. They've got to grow as a leader. They've got to study and grow and become a better leader than you. You got to be okay with them becoming better leaders than you. Okay. And I expect you guys to grow. And some of you will become better leaders than me. And I'll be happy. I'll wave the checkered flag. Okay. So that's how you develop leaders. You did a good job if you develop people that are better leader developers than you. Okay. So show up prepared. Make sure you've downloaded the USANA apps. You decide to subscribe to your team groups, and you created your list of 20. And remember, this slide is pretty much the best slide because it covers everything. Condition your mind. You got to read 10 minutes a day on leadership and 10 minutes a day on financial thermostat and wealth mindset. And then be productive with your time. Get your power hours in and get presentations. Okay, this slide covers it all. And that is the training. All right, everybody. What did you learn? I know this was a new training. I want to know from you guys, what were your highlights, takeaways?